Good morning, Cincinnati, from
Vancouver for the last time.
last day of Vancouver, last day of Canada.
We are so sorry, Cincinnati, that we have not put up a video in a very long time.
We're devastated.
I think you owe the public an apology.
Okay, well, let me just say this. Kat's ploy to get you all to comment on my Facebook was found out immediately. As soon as I woke up, I looked at my Facebook, saw I had like 3 requests for that, and I immediately went, Kat, did you secretly ask people to comment on my Facebook page so that we could do this? And she tried to deny it for a little while, and she's like, no, what? How would I do that? By making a Facebook status and keeping it secret from me? She's like, yes, I did. So, there you go.
I hope you realize, Cincinnati, he just justified his behavior, which is unacceptable. But we're here now, and that's what we should focus on.
Yeah, the here and the now.
Today is our last day in Vancouver. Last full day. We leave tomorrow to go to Washington for a few days, and then from Washington we are going to Arizona to finish out our job.
Yeah, so basically you can think of it as we're on our way home, but we got to make a short stop in Phoenix, but then we're coming home.
Oh, okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. So last night was our last night with Matt, who
heck of a guy,
who's been cooking our meals lately, our dinners, and he's awesome. And it was sad. It was very sad.
He's a nice guy. Yeah.
He's a very nice guy, and he's such a great cook. And I'm completely spoiled rotten now, and I'm gonna have to fend for myself for dinner. I don't like that.
I know. Yeah, we have to start making our own food every night of the week. That's like,
I don't even know if I remember how. I mean, I put this English muffin in the toaster, and it just sat there.
It was sitting there for an hour.
I don't know how, Cincinnati.
How did the pioneers do it? So anyway, yes, yesterday was Matt. Oh yeah, last day. We have 42 days till we come home and see you, so that's good. We're under the month and a half mark, so we are getting there. We're very, very close.
6 weeks.
About 6 weeks, yeah.
That sounds even better.
And that's why I really put making this off for so long, because I wanted to bring good news, and there it is. The good news. We're under a month and a half. We're almost home.
That's right. And when we get home, we get to go on a road trip with everybody to not New Zealand, New Jersey.
Although they are filming The Hobbit there. I watched a clip for that. That was amazing.
Yeah.
We're going to New Jersey for, and seeing that time. That's one of the few states I've never been in. I think that once I've been in New Jersey, I think there's only 10 or 15 states I've never been to, which is really crazy.
Pretty good.
We got to hit up California while we're out there, just so I can say, while we're in Arizona, so I can say, man.
Oh.
Or Four Corners, then I'll knock out a ton at once.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That's what we got to do. So, we are here. We missed you guys. We really did. But yeah, today's our last day. That was an announcement telling me we're almost home. So, it's really happening. So, we're almost home. So, the other thing is we've been putting this off for so long, making this video. I've been really talking to Kat to try to get her to do this. And finally, and the thing is, for this one coming back, we wanted it to be something, we want to talk about something so important, so huge, so monumental that it would merit us putting it off for so long. So, here it is. One of the few meals...
I'm pregnant.
No, don't tease people like that. She's not. That is not cool.
But that's what you were expecting, wasn't it, Cincinnati? Yes.
Laura Matry would have you strung up for something like that. No, here it is. The big news, the big discussion topic. One of the few meals we actually have to make for ourselves every day is lunch. And for lunch, we usually make sandwiches, whatever. But there's one kind of sandwich in particular that I want to talk about.
Okay.
The peanut butter and jelly sandwich. PB and J, if you will. The peanut butter and jelly sandwich is a staple of American diet. I mean, everyone has it. Everyone loves it. They eat them all the time. But one thing that's very elusive is how do you make it properly? Because I've noticed, like, when I make my own lunch, I have a certain way of making, I have procedures in place to make the best peanut butter and jelly. But when Kat makes a peanut butter and jelly, it's completely different. And it just, like, I'm wondering how many different ways are there to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and what is the best way to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? So let me describe to you my methods.
Okay.
Here's what I do. Lay out the bread, and then peanut butter first. That's what I do. And I put a generous helping of peanut butter on there, a lot of peanut butter and jelly. Then I scrape the
peanut butter and jelly?
A lot of peanut butter. Sorry, peanut butter first. Peanut butter on there. Then I scrape the knife on the peanut butter jar to get all the excess peanut butter off. Then I wipe the knife on the clean piece of bread that I've not put anything on there to get any residue peanut butter off, because I hate seeing peanut butter in the jelly jar. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
So then, because peanut butter is the more pasty of the two, so it comes off pretty easily that way. Then I I always do a lot of jelly. And the reason is because if you put a lot of jelly on, it prevents peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth, because it kind of makes the sandwich a little wetter.
Unless you flip the sandwich over.
These are my procedures.
Okay, I'm just saying.
And you have to do jelly second, because you don't want it seeping into the bread while you're doing the peanut butter. So, a generous helping. You gotta, like, what I usually do is, like, get it up, and you know how it's always usually clumped? Then I, like, kind of tap it to, like, slice it up, and then spread a whole lot on there, fold it together, bam, there you go, peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But how do you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
I make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich the same way you would see it if you cut an Uncrustable open. This is how you would see it. This is how I make it. I put peanut butter on both pieces of bread, and a lot of peanut butter. Cover it, both of them. As far as the knife cleaning goes, I just scrape the excess on the bread.
The edge of the bread.
The edge of the bread, not the edge of the jar, because I don't like to have breadcrumbs in my peanut butter. That's just me. So then after that, I get the jelly, and it's always weird because I don't know the right amount of jelly to put on there. The reason I put peanut butter on both slices is so that the jelly won't seep through into the bread, because I don't want soggy bread. But I never know how much jelly to put on. So I'll put on enough to cover the bread. I don't put it on both slices. I just put it on one slice this time. And what ends up happening, if I put too much jelly on, it like ends up getting squeezed out of the sandwich, and it's dropping out of the bottom when you're trying to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if you knew this, but jelly does not stick to peanut butter very well.
No, it doesn't.
It just slides right off.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the time what ends up happening is instead of making a whole big peanut butter sandwich, I'll make many peanut butter sandwiches out of my two slices. So I'll just fold the slice in half and eat it that way.
See, that's why I do put the jelly on actual bread with no peanut butter, because it actually sticks to it, adheres to it, so it doesn't slide out of the bread, out of the sandwich.
It still slides out.
No.
Yeah, it does.
I've been eating these since you were in diapers, and that is never slid out. So anyway, what are your thoughts? What is the perfect way to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and what is your reasoning? I would really love to know. So good. So I guess that's about it.
That's not it. It can't be it.
Okay.
We just got here, Tom. Do you know how long I fought for this Cincinnati to get him here?
You're not taking me away now. So all right. Here's an idea. Why don't you talk about like some closing thoughts of Canada since we're leaving?
Okay. Overall, I'm pretty happy to be leaving Canada. Just because it's probably been the most depressing 2 months of my life.
It's raining right now.
Because it's constantly raining. if you have seasonal depression, you would probably want to kill yourself here. It is awful.
It's always raining, always cold.
We've only had good, like, consecutive sunny days this past week because it's just now starting to become spring up here. But it's just depressing. I'll be happy to leave. It feels like Canada is very undecided in everything. It's like they're like America's younger brother that's like trying to be cool like its brother, but it's not. But they're like overly trying so hard that you just kind of feel sorry for them. So I'll be happy to leave that. I'll be happy to leave the undecided, trying too hard feel of Canada.
See, what I've noticed about Canada, what it's like, is it's like one of those can you spot the difference photograph games, where they put two photographs on that are exactly the same except for little tiny differences and you got to kind of look around and circle them. That's exactly the way it is. Because you walk down the street or go to a supermarket or something, it looks exactly like it would, if you were going into a store in the U.S., but like there's just little tiny difference, like, oh, that's in French, or like this is structured wrong. This price tag has a lot more money for this item here. And things are expensive here.
That's the thing.
So expensive.
The money is worth less than the American dollar. The American dollar. But everything's more expensive.
Mm-hmm. It is.
It's a crazy, crazy country.
Like filling up your gas tank? Oh my gosh. Do you think it's bad in the U.S.? I went to a gas station and it was
even
like...
worse here.
It was like $1.50. I'm like, oh yeah, $1.50. That's not too bad. That's great, It's under $2. But it was $1.50 per liter, and there's like 4 liters in a gallon. So multiply that by 4. That's like...
Yeah, it's bad.
That's like a lot. That's a lot of money. Oh, and on a side note, I'm looking for math teacher positions if anybody...
Wanna hook us up there? That'd be great. So we can pay Chris and Lisa rent when we get home.
Yeah.
So really, if you don't like us but you like Chris and Lisa, do it for them. And one thing I will miss is the mountains and the beaches being right next to each other.
The parks here are amazing.
Yeah, the parks are
the
everything
best parks I've ever
you've
seen.
heard it would be because they're paid for really well. And they're just...
Socialism.
They're taken care of. So I will really miss that. It's very beautiful when you get to those scenic areas and take those walks by the beach, and then you have the mountains behind you, and we don't have anything like that in the U.S., so it's really awesome to see.
The beaches of the Ohio River, East Fork Lake. Yeah, we were on a walk. I saw a seagull with a whole starfish in its mouth. An entire starfish.
This big of a monster starfish, and the seagull... It's pretty big for a seagull, but there was no way it was getting that starfish in its mouth.
Yeah, it was weird.
And it tried to fly away, and it did one of those, like, wobbly flies, because the thing was so heavy, the starfish had to be, like, probably 3/4 of its body weight.
Yeah, which would be...
Okay. So, we hope you have a great day, Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have one. We're going out to Din Din tonight. It's going to be great. Actually, we're going to Din Din at a place called Chin Chin. You think I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding.
And Chin Chin is an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, not Asian.
Spot the difference.
Not Asian.
Okay. Well, great. We've missed you guys. We'll see you soon, real soon, and have a good day.